in this conversation, let's talk about capturing true personality.
Yep.
What is our true personality? Is the personality we have at home, is it the same as the personality that the world sees?
I don't really think so. I mean, to me, I think when you're in your most comfortable place, and usually that's your home, you are relaxed and you're giggly and you're at your most comfortable, so your expressions and the way you hold yourself is completely different than, say, if you go out in public and you're around people that you don't know. Even though you may be an extrovert and be comfortable, your demeanor is completely different than if you was at home with your people, and I think that comes out in your expression too. I always heard Phil, your dad, say in the camera room that he used to tell parents, I want to capture the spirit and the essence of your child's true personality, and that comes out in front of people that they don't know. I always heard him say that, and I think that's why we've always stuck to, when we're only photographing children, no matter what age they are, in the camera room, we do like to separate parents from children in the camera room, because that's when they become individualized. They're not being distracted by or not wanting to please their parents with their expressions on expectations and stuff. So they become themselves, and if we are silly and goofy, their true expressions come out. And I always tell mamas, you know it when it's fake or when it's forced. And they do. We know it when it's fake and it's forced. But if it's not fake and it's not forced, that's when their spirit comes out. That's when they glow. That's when it's the real them. And to me, that's their true personality.
Yeah, absolutely. I look at me. My personality at home is kind of the same as it is here at work. But I'm a quiet personality, and there's times of just really goofy fireworks. Kind of like fireworks. They just explode, but it's goofiness.
But to me, in a classic portrait, that's not what we want to capture.
Exactly.
In a classic and timeless portrait, we want to capture who you really are. And to me, the silly and goofy, it's part of you, but it doesn't make you. And I say that with an example with our daughter. She's very similar to you. We've always called her our fluttery butterfly, because when she's in her comfort zone, she is like a butterfly. She's everywhere, and she giggles and laughs, and her laughter is infectious, and it's just a lot of fun. But when she is in front of the majority of people, she's reserved and she's not serious, but her expression comes out very classic, and you can see her eyes, and she's still smiling, but she's not overboard. And that's what I want to capture in a timeless portrait.
Yes.
Is her realness. And to me, that's the spirit of a person.
And it's interesting, this is just my thought, my theory. The reason I think people hates having a portrait done of themselves or with them in it?
Why?
They feel like they have to wear a mask. They feel like they have to wear a mask of a big smile, because that's what my mom expected me to do. But in a portrait, we want you to be you.
Yep.
And the thing about it, my goal in the camera room is to do just that, to see your true personality or your child's true personality. And we do that with conversation.
Yep.
And we do that with just finding out, what do you enjoy? What's your favorite TV show?
And we set the tone with music.
Yeah.
It's so funny, because I always ask, what kind of music do you like to listen to? And what do you like to listen to, especially like on road trips or you're in your car, things like that. And sometimes it's hard for people to tell me what kind of music they want to listen to, because they're afraid, oh, she's not going to like that. She's not going to play that. But once I'm able to pull it out of them, it is amazing how that sets the tone, and how music just kind of relaxes everybody and you start seeing them. So it starts with that, but then it goes through the whole process of Alex asking questions. And if we have a really little kid in the camera room, it's us interacting with each other, in front of these kids, and they just become themselves without any distractions, and they're just focused on us and having a good time, and that's when their true expressions come out.
Yes.
And it looks natural. It doesn't look forced.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, personality, we all have personality, and really our personalities, no one's personality is the exact same. Our personalities are like our fingerprints.
Yep.
They're all different, and some days I think I have 3 or 4 personalities.
And we see them all. It's like the seasons of South Carolina.
Yes, I am like the seasons of South Carolina.
On one day.
All in one day, you will see my personalities.
And it's awesome. But I mean, we even see it in certain sessions. I'll never forget, this husband and wife came in, and it's like you have to pull it out of them to become relaxed. We had a husband and wife come in. The wife walked in the door and she was like, I couldn't get my family to come, so it's just me and my husband. Yeah. And the husband, obviously, most men don't want their portraits taken. And he come in all gruff, and he was on his phone. He would hardly speak to me. And this was me greeting. And I walked back to the back and I said, oh, Alex, you've got some work to do. I'm like, this one's a tough one. And Alex got in the camera room and we started capturing some images, and he just wasn't relaxed. He just didn't feel good about the whole thing. And so Alex just completely stopped the session and pushed the camera over to the side. And he literally looked at the husband and asked, what's the greatest thing you've ever done? And immediately his tonality, his demeanor just relaxed. And he looked at his wife because they were celebrating their 50th anniversary, or they had just celebrated it. And he said, marrying this lady right here, she's the best thing. And you could see the tears swell up, but his entire expression, it was like, there he is. That's him. And he didn't smile really big, but he was smiling from the inside, and you could see it glowing out, and it was an amazing portrait. And then Alex brought the camera back in, started taking some more, and that was their portrait. And these are the things that gets us excited about capturing and pulling that out of them, because your personality is part of your story, and it's how you feel about somebody else or how you feel about yourself that makes you confident. And it happens in little kids too. 2-year-olds, we see it come alive when we're able to pull it out of them, and we're like, oh, there it is, you know.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of times people, and this is probably very unpopular when people hear this, they ask me, you must love photography. The camera, to me, is just a tool. It's just like a hammer to a carpenter. It's a tool. But what I truly love is people. I truly love sitting down, photographing people, and talking to them and finding their true personality in a portrait and capturing that so it can be on the wall for the rest of their life. And it is a part of their legacy. It's a part of their family's legacy. That's what I love.
And it gets us excited when we're able to see it come to life.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, and we see it come to life behind the camera, and then when we see it on the wall, it's like, oh yes, that's what we wanted. Yeah. And we're a part of their story too, because we was able to capture it.
Yeah, I mean, and so capturing personality in a portrait is important, because anyone can take a picture of someone smiling, but not everyone can capture the true personality.
And that's what's lasting.
Yes. And that's what I love about what we do, is capturing that true personality.
Oh yeah, love it.